Hello and welcome to my stream today. And yes, Ice, your timing is quite good today. Gotta admit that. Also, hello, Lady Kasumi. Welcome to me sticking to the ceiling again. Yeah. How are you two doing today? Hope you're having a good day. Just load. Where did we stop? Where did we stop? Day 10. At the break time. Yes. How was my day? It was pretty normal. I worked. I'm still a little bit sick, but not anything nearly as badly as last week, so yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I would say that I'll probably, 1, drink a lot today during my stream, and 2, I will probably also have, you know, every once in a while a problem of coughing, because, yeah. My throat is still kinda screwed up from the flu, but yeah. I'm sure it will all be fine. Let me also make myself a little bit bigger. There we go. Anyway, let's continue, I guess. Starting to say make me a bit jealous. I think this was right after Say reappears? Maybe? It's been a few days, so yeah, I'm just gonna continue with the same playlist. Back. Looks like you've calmed down. I still feel like kicking myself, making mistakes. But I guess I cooled down a bit. Say helped a lot with that one, though. Just can't stay mad when I see her. Speaking of which, where is she? I believe she went outside to look for that Stella girl or something. The way you are right now, it feels like I should be protecting you. Hey, the only thing hindering me is the broken arm. I've gone into burning buildings with a 2 cm deep cut. Yeah, I remember that one. 1 millimeter more and you would have lost the motor function in your arm. Welcome. Ah, hello, Jill. What's this about protecting who? Yeah, I'm sort of like Stella's unofficial bodyguard, but I'm not really fit for such duties right now. My father insists I go everywhere with protection, so most of the time I only ask Say if she feels like going out. She's trying to deal with the kind of things that bodyguards deal with anyway. And she's more fun to hang around with too. So I'm assuming that gorilla outside is a bodyguard. That's Buster, pretty cool guy. He played football professionally until he lost his leg in a demolition derby. We've offered him an implant surgery for all his years of service, but he rejects it every time. Well, he got used to the replacement he's using, so maybe it's for the best. It's a thick oak branch on a metal bowl tied to a stump. And yet he can still run faster than me with it. True. Do you want something? I'm fine right now. Let's enjoy your game, Ice. A Brantini, a big one. I'm in a good mood. One big Brantini. Sure. Can do, Stella. All aged and mixed. Kinda missed the music already. Even though it's only been a few days. Yeah. Here. After all these years, I still don't get why the finest and most expensive things come in small packages. Ever try to go to a restaurant only for them to serve you a really small portion of some fine food? Sometimes you just want to stuff yourself with really cheap food. Say, let's go for some hamburgers later. I'm not taking no for an answer. I know what you mean when you say some, you know. You might as well call the place and tell them to prepare everything in advance. Can I ask you something? Sure, I guess. How did you two meet? Stella showed up in front of the park I used to play that when I was a kid. Played a couple of times, she started showing up more and more, and that was it. Ahem. My father told me that when I was 5, I kept insisting on going to a real kids park. We drove for some time, and the park I liked was the one that they happened to be at. Have you ever seen a girl in a dress go to a muddy park? She learned her lesson and started showing up with more fitting clothes. But man, that's a scene I can't forget. So you two have known each other for most of your lives? I've known her longer than I've known my own father. Why the question? No reason. You two just look so comfortable with each other. Any other person could have sworn you were an item. An item? What kind of item? A couple say. Oh, I get it now. It's funny because we actually earned the market prize of sorts for best couple at Stella's high school. 3 years in a row. So you two didn't go to the same high school? Nope. Oh. Don't you have any childhood friends, Jill? Childhood friends? Can't think of any. My grandpa, I guess. What kind of man was he? Gruff. The kind to eat raw bronze roots every morning. Ugh. But around me, he was different. I have memories of him barking orders to my dad only to turn around and play with me gently. It's interesting though. He was my mom's dad, but after my mom and dad separated, he stayed with my dad. Yeah, he's the one that comes to mind when I think about childhood friends. Oh. Hey Jill, what's this Bloom Light? A spicy drink. Tastes nice the first time, but it gets samey after a while. It's also brown for some reason. Give me one of those, please. I'll have one too. On it? Sure. 2 Bloom Lights. Bloom Lights. Also, I'm just questioning one thing. If I'm just adding chemical solutions to this drink to make it taste a specific way, how does it change color? I mean, there might be a thing of like adding color to the drink that we don't get to see or anything, but I don't know. But 4 Ad Light, 1 Powder Delta, 2 Flanagrite. Oh, it's H and on the rocks. I'm stupid. Let's make one of them big. Just because we can. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like this. Yeah, but after the third one, it starts tasting like sand. Spicy sand, but sand nonetheless. Dimming the light. Huh. I guess she had too much before I came. Well, that she must be still be tired from the whole bank thing. She told me about everything that happened in there. To be honest, I don't think I would have made it in her place. I guess I should be thankful for the nanomachine treatment she went through as a White Knight. Treatment? Trauma suppressors. Basically, it helps with the healing process of PTSD. It's mandatory for every White Knight, regardless of division. You Angie? Well, hi Classic. I'm TV. Why are you angry? If it's about me not playing Yakuza today, that's basically just because I know that I'm tired. And I don't think I could focus that much on learning a new game today. If it's not about that, then why are you angry? Oh. Still, healing can only do so much because you made a promise. I made a promise and then got sick. What did you expect? I'm still gonna play the game. I have it downloaded and I plan to start it either this week or next week, depending on how I'll feel. But today I can tell that I will not have the energy to learn a new game from scratch. Classic, please. Still, he can only do so much. For 3 days, that bank was held, and Pose is still paying for it. The disbanding of the White Knights and subsequent persecution of those who identified as former members It's unfair, you know? Among all the people using the White Knight to further their own goals, they was one of the few that actually believed in what they were supposed to do. Paid off, though. The doctor who treated her wounds was the same one she's always assisted with accidents and emergencies. He treated her at no cost whatsoever. Well, good karma and all that. She's earned the good's favour, I think. You know, all that made me realise I might be a bad person. How? When I saw Say wounded, asking for help, a part of me was happy. After all this time needing her, she finally needed me. Well, truly useful to her for the first time. How sad is that? Sometimes the best help one can provide is to stay alive. Who knows, maybe it was the idea coming back to you that helped her. But I guess you wouldn't be human without the thoughts like those once in a while. Maybe. Did I get you anything else? I'm good. I should be leaving, actually. Come say, let's get hamburgers and go home. Yeah. We'll be leaving now. Thank you, please come again. Feeling better? No, I just don't reek of rage. But I still feel like a piece of shit. Little steps, I guess. Hello? Ah, Kim, welcome. I was afraid I mixed up the directions and ended up in someone's house or something. What can I get you? I'll have subject cloud, please. Sure. Sunshine cloud for Kim. It's been a while since she's been here. Let's make it big, because she probably needs it in her job. Optional commentary. Let's add 1. It's fine. Because apparently, fun fact, I clicked too early. I apparently joked myself out of some extra dialogue she could say, because if you give it too much alcohol on the first night, you will miss out. Which is unfortunate. Here, thanks. So I'll just walk on the wet paper. I quit. What? Yep, I went to the office of that chauvinistic half-blow and I told him I quit. Why'd you do that? Well, after I got drunk and overslept, I missed some assignments. My supervisors yelled at me for being late, so I got mandatory bullying. At some point I just kind of snapped and said that I didn't have to put up with that, so I quit. I see. Sorry again about that, by the way? Oh, don't worry. I should be the one apologizing. Lashing out like that the next day and all. Don't you have any second thoughts? Regret anything? I guess you'll always have second thoughts, even if you do what you want, you'll still think, what if? Even so, I was getting physically sick there. I dread the arrival of every morning. I even almost... What I'm saying is, I don't know what I'll do, but it's certainly better than being there. By the way, she just referenced it herself, and I've just realized that yes, in fact, she was the woman that jumped off a rooftop and got saved by an unknown woman and then brought somewhere safe. That unknown woman definitely not being boss. Definitely not. I feel free. It's a wonderful feeling, you know? I feel like now I can find something I care about. I won't return to the army to die, but I still could pursue journalism with another outlet. I haven't felt like this in, well, never. What about your family? They weren't happy, that's for sure. My dad took it better, but my mom freaked out, to put it mildly. What are you gonna do and all that? But I'm not here about that. Give me a big drink, please. What kind? I don't know. Bubbly something? Something big and bubbly, huh? Bubbly. I know that there's... Yes. I could give her a fringe weave and get absolutely hammered again. Plus just grab the girl mine now. Yep. It's fine. Frothy water. Well, okay, now that I see that the beer is judged as bubbly, and that a certain man, that fun fact apparently, I've seen a Twitter post about it, she shares the same birthday as him, I've got to make her the same drink that Donovan is also drinking, right? Got to. It's just too many coincidences. All mixed. Have a beer. Yeah? If detergent commercials are to be believed, this will clean out my insides. It'll also kill things inside you. You can't ask though. Why did you end up working there? Bloody reason. That's all that's what I did when I got out of high school. Taking a year off was was out of the question, so I went for the first thing I thought about. But I couldn't get into the robotics course, so I settled for journalism. To be honest, I got tired of the job midway through, but I couldn't bring myself to leave. Too much pressure for my family. It's a really common tale, I guess. Did you have troubles like those? Same story as you, I just went through the motions. From high school to college, I never stopped to think about what I was doing. And then, at some point, I just felt like my life slipped through my fingers. Suddenly, all I wanted was freedom, a little pause to stop and take a breather. My life went to hell for that. Fucking breather. Give me a... something? Something? Sorry, I just have my... try mouth. Anything will do. Alright. It's a bad idea. I'm pretty sure that that drink has one use and one use only when a dude literally asked for that exact thing. However... It's probably a very bad idea. It's also very expensive. But that's a good thing for us. Well, you wanted a sunshine cloud earlier, so how about I give you another one? Yeah, one bit of alcohol in there, and then... let's go. Yeah, thanks. I feel like I still think I shouldn't have. Don't fret about it, I'm just in a rough spot right now. What are you gonna do now? Honestly, I don't know. I do feel liberated, however. Like, I can do whatever I want, study whatever I like, work wherever I want. I know it's not that way, and it won't be easy. But I feel a lot more confident that when I was out of high school. I honestly don't get why they put young people who barely know how society works through that one. I entirely agree. To this day, I think that I might have made the wrong choice for my job. But now I'm there, kind of stuck in it. But oh well. Well, I wish that you the best of luck. Your mental health should be a priority and all that. Thanks. I really need the encouragement. Come back if you need more encouragement. I wouldn't dare leave someone alone when it comes to this sort of thing. Thanks. Bye, Jill. Please come again. You should take some of that advice for yourself. I know, I know. It's got a day for now. You need some rest. Yeah. Honey! Ah, Dorothy, sorry, we're just closing. I know, I care for you. For me? Why are you asking me? I paid to do that. All night long. Come again. To put it simply, Dorothy will go home with you, and she won't leave your side. What do you hope to accomplish with that? Well, at first it was to calm your that rage you had earlier. It was either hugs or cold bucket, and I don't promise there'll be any water in it. You calmed down a bit, but honestly I know better than to leave you alone for another night. At the very least, all the cuddling will give you an epiphany or something. That's some alien reasoning right there. It's not. You need hugs. Many. You need some humanoid contact right now. You had your alone time. Now I'm playing by my rules. Please take care of me. Ah yes, and I need to drink so my mouth is dry as all hell. And my microphone stand has just decided to tip itself down. Need to fix that in a second. The electricity bill will be sent out on the 20th. Yeah. It was a Lum, a very good friend. Okay. Monster girl from Chirari. Can't stop playing this game. Gorgeous graphics, innovative and addictive battle system, fun dating minigames, cute girls, dad fucking music. Is this the goat? Dunno. Do you like the goat girl? Heh. I'm gonna marry a goat. It's an alright game. 8 out of 10 at most. Shit game. No, it's a shitty game for idiot waifu bots like you. I wish this waifu bad game meme would die. It's a stupid game pandering to idiots, that's what's there to discuss. Are you being raided not by normies? Fuck off. Fun things are fun. You're not allowed to have fun with video games. Yes, sure. Oh, wait. So that's fun. It's for nerds. We have read this before. We have read this one before as well, I think. So, augmented eye. Lilith receiving mysterious messages. Halloween was back in October, but this terrifying tale didn't become popular until now. Reports say that Lilith across the city have been receiving strange transmissions, with messages that are confusing at best and threatening at worst. The content are not clear, as most of the Lilith can't remember exactly what they had heard, but most of the mysterious things of all is perhaps the fact that the Lilith could not record any of these messages while they were broadcasted. It's almost as if something had blocked the Lilith from doing so. While we have nothing but anecdotal proof, even among our own Lilith, the mystery behind these messages is one we should be paying attention to. Spooky or bluff. Is Kiramiki the biggest pop idol in history? The world at large is still coming to terms with the idea of Lilith being so quickly integrated into our society. Some say they can't be treated as human because they're immortal and as such cannot really understand what it's like to be alive, but most of the Kiramiki fandom would disagree. Anti-Lilith people are insane. To me, Mickey knows more about life than I do, and I'm older than this damn city, Richard Show, 55, told the Augmented Eye during a fan gathering. I'm with Richard at a nutshell, 6. I may be a dog, but I'm utterly fascinated with the way she writes about things in her blog. She's impressed by everything, and nobody really knows what life's about anyway. Nacho? Don't tell me. Quincy studies the possibility of allowing imports. Glitch City is one of the few places on Earth that's strictly self-sufficient with an import rate of only 0.8%. However, that might change due to the recent shortages across the city. Prime Minister Quincy revealed this morning that the government plans to have a more relaxed policy for importers. We won't lift the currency control, but we can provide foreign currency at a low fixed rate. Yes, yes. That way we can secure essential items at affordable prices, Quincy told AE. Some experts say that private companies are no longer working at full capacity, which is unsurprising news given that the Quincy government has seized most of them, resulting in the shortage of crisis in the first place. So we decided not to steal all of the city's funds? Good. Yeah. Quickly save. Day 11. Rune. We can buy something real quick if we want to. $1,500. Sure. We now have a computer in the room, I suppose. We still have more than enough money. Play Model Warrior Julianne. Wait, we can actually play a minigame? Just to be frank, this might be playful, but at that point you're thinking that I'm a bit forceful. Oh, no, it's fine. I entirely understand, Classic. It's very pink. Ow, my eyes. X to shoot, arrow keys to move. That is a weird control scheme. Just saying. Also. Why is it so small now? Hey. I did not think this would be a thing here, by the way. Not exactly what I expected. Can I also mention that I'm bad at this type of game? How did I not get hit? Well, I got hit there. There's also absolutely no sound effects, by the way. Just kind of running. Oh. I ran into that enemy. Face first. Well, I guess I now have this game. Just kind of existing. Yep, dead. No. I'm fine. Anyway. So that's a thing we can now do. Film an accused 10 out of 10 disappointments. Yes. Anyway, let's go to work. Friday, December 23rd. Good evening. Ah, hey. How are you feeling? A little more soft. And warm. Come again. You heard me. So, on a scale from steaming pile of shit to just sad, where are you? A sad pile of shit. Still hate myself. I'm still sad as hell, but how do I put it? The noise stopped. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta. Kinda. So were things last night. Cozy, I must admit. Can't believe you paid Dorothy for that. Well, if you want to call it payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you, and she was really concerned. She stuttered for a second, saying that she had the whole night to go and she couldn't just leave for free. I asked her how much, and she said, enough to pay for the soda I'm having is fine. How'd you get a number? I have contacts. Right. Anyway, Jill, if you need a second break, a drink, or a hug, just let me know, you know, you're here. Thanks. I'd make you the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the least thing you want. If you need a bartender, let me know, though. Nice to know. Anyway, we have work to do. Same playlist as usual. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Heh, it's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, it's you guys. Hey, be more respectful. I brought my boss here. Mind you a part-timer here or something? My other boss. You're talking to the great Nutshot Tumbleweed Jr. Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet. Shit. So what brings you here today? I wanted to see the place my best soldier is working at. Dog on the right is Majima. God damn it. Soldier? Wait. Aren't you the dog I served last Monday? Oh, it's you, Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me you're working for Dana? No, that's not Dana. That's just Jay. So I'm guessing you're part of this whole Sierra thing. Part of it? I founded it. Humans have the best intentions, but they just don't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here, we can take in any dog without a place in this world. We create our own heaven on earth. And do you take corgis only? Do I look like one of those cypher bitches? Of course not! I include other animals too, but sadly I can only take care of those who are of the same species as I. Sad thing is, I take it more seriously, but it's a talking corgi with an eye patch. Also, I'm halfway sure that this might be a Metal Gear reference. But at the same time, I don't know! Could not be. Will you get anything? Oh, fine. What about you, boss? Manly stuff. Sure. Did I stutter? Alright. Manly drink for the dog. Maybe I just give him something bitter. Maybe both. Hang on a minute. We have the suplex. Bitter, manly, burning. Because this way, we're still fulfilling his order. However, at the same time, we're also fucking with them. Here. Yes, this is just what I wanted. Yeah, this tastes worse than my own butt. Hey, you asked for it. This is a really nice place, you know. You picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks. Is he really net get paid? The efforts were to keep Sarah afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better. I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can Buzz really afford that? We have more urgent matters at hand, though. Like the fact we don't have enough balls for everyone. Can't they just share the ones we have? You fool, every dog has a right to have his own ball. Can't provide even that, then what's the point of even trying? Wait, don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck and is spending all of her money like water. I mean, what with the bar closing and all that? But many have enjoyed the boxes more than they do the balls. That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper? A box of balls or a box of boxes? Are there boxes of boxes? Of course there are. How do you think they ship boxes? Tied together? Tied together? Don't be silly. Unless she's paying him straight from her pocket, Boss is that kind of woman. Having a corgi drunk so Gil has to clean out after them again. Heh. This world is filled with all sorts of recursive madness, you know. Doctors consult doctors, boxes come in boxes, bottles come in bottles. Oh, that's expected from you, boss. Wait, that theory only works assuming she's actually paying him with money. For all I know, she might be paying him with steaks. So tomorrow you're gonna check in for people selling boxes, you hear? So yes, sir. Except that to Boss, a good steak is more valuable than money. Wait, what if they come with foil? Sauce had to be taken to the vet because he ate the foil and a piece of cheese came in. Curses, you're right. In the contingency plan. Besides, Boss is not one to scam people, let alone a dog. I wonder if we can strike a deal with the vet those Cypher bastards have. She's always so nice with us. I know, Spot is so cute too. So it's better than that we vet for a vet? Yes, put that on the list. Ah, Nacho! Oh yeah, forgot she knew the dog. Are you staying for a while? I was just passing by. I've got some errands to run. Great, you can go with you. I can. You will. I'll still get paid for today, right? That depends on Nacho's evaluation. Alright, Greenhorn, let's get going. I'm paying him anyway, by the way. I just wanted to mess around with him. No, that's not part of the problem here. Why make him do that? He could look like he needed to take a good break, and he's the kind to just not accept such a thing. But with Nacho, he'd have something to do, and he'd be away from the bar for a bit. When you put it that way. Anyway, I'm going back to Martha's. Well, sure is nice. Glad I'm working with her too. Yeah. So you having anything? Actually, I'm just gonna sit over here and be on standby. I'll wait orders. Okay. Shit. I missed the chance to ask how, or even if he even gets paid with money. Man, I'm sure I need to get wasted. Fail to see how getting wasted will make you feel better. Shiba! For fuck's sake, you piece of scrap. We just got out of a building full of dogs. But this one has an Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. Hey there, robot. And he talks. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey, Jill. Get me a beer, will you? Gotcha. The steel want anything? Okay, roll. Sir, yes, sir. So cute. He's fine. Just a beer, then. Right after work isn't just a beer, though. It's the beer. Can't argue with that. Could make it big for the hell of it. I mean, I will make it big. What do you mean? A small beer in our bar? Have we ever served something like that? I don't think we have. Yeah, let's make it special. Yeah! Cheers! Hey Jill, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. I had this friend back in high school who made some pretty nice crafts with them. I'm still in contact with him if you're interested. No thanks, the last thing I need right now is more crap taking space. So, how are things up at Dogtown? Well, that Laura girl is stirring things up for the better or worse. For worse? She's, like a rabbit. An overtly politically correct rabbit. Rabbit? Never had a pet rabbit? They're nervous mess that gets startled over the littlest of things. And this girl is on a constant lookout, scared of saying something that might irk someone. It doesn't have to be the person that she's speaking with, even. It's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together, and holy shit. Poor girl can't speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl, and it's sweet that she tries so hard not to offend anyone. Can confirm Ice is a big ball of anxiety. You are correct, but yes. But seriously, she tries too hard. Not this kind of ball of anxiety. You don't help either. Hmm? You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance. Yeah, well, it's just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit. It raises up the question of whether she's really like that. Or if you're the one making her wary of anything she says. Well, why don't we test that? How? You go out with her. Why? To test if it's really me who makes her like that. It's not like you can say no, you know? I mean, it's my honor that's on the line here. I want to prove you're only talking shit about me. Even if you were right, you have quite a fixation on the girl. She's fun. Fun how? She actually reacts when I tease her. You take it in your stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and then gets uncomfortable. How's that any good? She's cute and her reactions are cute. But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get used to you. You know, like me. Shit, you're right. I must save my teasing for when the moment is just right then. No, that's not the problem. It is for me. But what are you doing here? What about the dog? You said he had to get out. By the way, you said his name was, say, this Laura girl. Do you guys get along? I wouldn't know. We get along as co-workers at the very least. Sorry. What kind of girl is she, aside from the whole politically correct rabbit thing? Flo. She's the kind that does things carefully, that she does them so carefully that she does them really, really slowly. Really, really slowly. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving. She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building, though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she there, then? Because she likes dogs. And that's why I insist that you two would make a fine couple. That's a really superficial statement. It's like you're saying... It's like saying you'd be fine with someone just because you're both a woman. Okay, bad example. May I say something? By all means. If the Laura girl really is really as bland as you claim her to be, wouldn't she be better off with a more assertive person, a more assertive partner? Yo, piece of crap, she's totally calling you a pussy. She's right, though. Sharing interests and being compatible are totally different things. But then you'd be underestimating the power of love. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people for the better or worse. Who knows, maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her. Or she'll drive me nuts. I guess that's a possibility too. Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting together? Because she's like a cute rabbit, so someone might try to eat her out there. It'd be a lot easier to keep her in my sight. So in short, your motherly instincts arose because of Laura. Why not see if she likes you and... You already tried to hit on her, didn't you? Phrasing. Listen. It's fine. You make me sound like some skirt chaser. She's not into girls. How'd you find out? I asked her directly. Of course you did. She seemed, giddy afterwards, though. I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. Okay. Alright. It was weird. Okay, enough Laura for a night. Refrain from using any "that's what you said last night" jokes or variations thereof. Please. Party pooper. Let's get a ring then. Sounds good. I'll have a bloom light, please. Get me a fringe weaver. Alright. A bloom light and a fringe weaver. Bloom lights. This one's expensive. Let's double it. All aged, on the rocks, and mixed. Next. I mean, I already know the Fringe Weaver is going to be... Do I... Let me think about this while I take a sip. Okay. What I'm thinking here. The woman is very funny when she's drunk. Now the question is, do I double the Fringe Weaver? Or do I just leave it as a normal? I think just because it's funny, we're going to double it. It's a good reason. Or at least as good a reason as any. Aged and mixed. Thought bought all the Fringe Weaver? No, I don't think he did. There you go. I wonder why it's called the Bloom Light. Seems it was first developed at some video games event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Said attendees were, of course, part of some big games company. Seems that company always used too much bloom lighting, so the bartender there literally made them drink all the bloom. So it's not called that because it glows in the dark? Not this one, no. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of a relationship, Jill? In more ways than one, I guess. Would you say for the better or worse? I guess for the better. I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Although, thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Pretty annoying when I think back to it. So you are one of those kinds of people. As for me, sometimes I think I became more, what's the word? Cynical? Jaded? Bitter? Tired of this crap, tired of the crap this world and everyone in it throws on a daily basis. Hey, I'm just quoting you. But yeah, I think I became all that because of this one girlfriend I had in college. She got me into the whole activism thing in the first place. How was that bad? We'd all go and protest, we'd start all kinds of movements to see things changed. I really got into the whole thing. But whenever I wanted to get more serious, I'd find myself coming up against the wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found out pretty fast that most of them weren't the whole thing because of some shitty fad. And not because they actually believed in whatever movement they were championing. So I moved from the group to group, only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not in it because of a passing fad, they were the dangerous, extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit was greatly diminished after all that. So it wasn't so much the person you had a relationship with, but rather other people. You seriously never thought about it that way? You need to stop putting the blame for what you do on past relationships. Whatever. Where's the other guy, by the way? He had to escort one of the docks outside. Figures. And yeah, the one that was here asked if you were the nice vet lady that works at the sci-fi toy company. I suppose he's interested in talking to you or something. Why didn't he do it then? I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you? The pay from the docks isn't enough to keep with the mounting debts. I don't know what you do. I don't know how you do it. It's hard to believe your docks pay you at all. But this is coming from someone working at a place that pays the doc for doing fuck all. Or at least I think we're paying him. I'm not completely certain we do. Will you get anything else? Well, we're fine, but we have to get up early tomorrow. And by we, I really mean her. She got invited to a picnic and I won't stand to hear another had to go to a picnic with the hangover story. Fine. Let's go then. See you, Jill. Bye. Please come again. Bye, you're such a party pooper. You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Boss, I'll take my break. Call me if someone comes. Alright. This screen is still very, very blue. Very blue. Alright. The break of day 11 is done. No dogs in sight. Okay then, back to work. Welcome to a... Oh, hey there, Alma. She seems done. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer up. She might like classing, but what she really likes... Fuck, what was it? I think there was one drink that she always preferred, and I really have to think now what it was. Fuck. Was she the one that liked the Brantini so much? I think she was? I don't remember. Seems like it. I'm just gonna make one. If it goes wrong, then so be it. Make it a double so we at least get some money out of it. If it's wrong. This is fine. Hey. And this? It's on me. Drink. So you at least change your expression. Why don't you just say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? So, how is it? A Brantini. So you do pay attention to what I asked for. Hey, it was right. Very good. You have quite a fixation with Brantinis. To be honest, they suit you. Hey, want to hear a silly story? Always. When I turned 21, my dad and I went to a bar to celebrate, just him and I. He told me to dress well enough that he looked like my sugar daddy. It was a fun night. We pretended to a few times we were dating and managed to blow off some steam about my mom. But the highlight was him ordering a Brantini for me. I've had plenty of drinks and gotten wasted many times before since I was 15, but that drink was different. It wasn't about getting drunk, the drink itself was the pleasure. He too said they suited me somehow. Well, ever since that day, he's called me Brantini girl from time to time. Your dad sounds like a cool guy. You should meet him sometime. So why are you deflating? Deflating? When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So what is it? Was the news about people dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom? Nah, that is all news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam. Silly Alma. Been feeling like utter shit the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So go ahead, unwind all your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so, remember my sister Diana? The one that separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something? Perfect summary, I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then. More specifically that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Oh. However, the woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn a bread. She just expects a guy to do it all for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. Huh. So what does this fully capable woman not do a couple of weeks later? Why bring an abusive husband back, of course. But, yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights and then left. Well... you acted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. So she's broke and can't even get enough for a bus. Even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such a sweet angel, they've made a mess out of the whole place. Bernard ever actually staying with me a couple of days to give him some peace. It doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So win a car, and she asks how her kids are. And of course, after all the built-up tension, I just exploded. First, I started ranting about how her kids are growing up and seeing some messed up stuff. I started scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all those escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slutty skank. I don't have any kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much raised Evan and Bernardo the way and they've turned out pretty damn well. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore. Yeah! Damn. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family and I put them above all else. But then I'm seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Any way I could help? You just did. Eh? I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell though, and I couldn't discuss this with any of my family members. I can't tell my mom your daughter's a slut. I just need to get all of this out off my chest, you know? Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. Nah, all you see is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The best offender is my dad, actually. Kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs was, big boobs gene was Eva. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way that she is. This can actually be more of an asshole than a blessing. And poor Bernardo. His breast actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sisters still look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mum lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Jill? Good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had problems with that. Oh, I see it. Hey, you know what worries me most about the whole Diana situation? My nephews is turning out. If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her somehow. Actually, what worries me is, what if I end up like that too? How so? If I find a good man and settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end neglecting them because of all that? If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. You said before that she pretty much married the guy after a couple of months, right? Yeah? No offense, but those aren't the other kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards. Hey! Am I lying? No, but there are things best kept unspoken as unspoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when the time comes. Sure hope so. You could try Gillian. Seems pretty trustworthy. Just don't ask about his history. That's probably for the best. But now, the time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Get me something with ice, but alcoholic, please. Now here's where we deviate from the plan, because I know about this one. Don't ask them what happened in Budapest. Or Hong Kong. Or the city that we're currently living in. Or in Russia. Generally, just don't ask him about the past. But the reason why we're deviating is because there is some secret stuff. And thus we will not, in fact, serve her something cool. Instead, we will serve her something else. Ding, 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 ding. And yes, I do actually have the page open for that specific secret, so I can tell who and when to serve that to. Yeah, where's the ice here? Melted. Right. So you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why? Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on. You had my problems. I want to help you too. Don't worry too much. Right. I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You wanna come? Sure. Something tells me this mega Christmas is gonna be messy it's gonna be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chick? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken? Favorite part? I guess I like the legs the most. Really, I like the breast better. Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs has a better texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs and a lot less messy. You silly girls. I agree with Dana, I can tell you already. Boss? You're there talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows that the best parts are the wings. What's that? Spicy chicken wings? Why'd you get spicy chicken wings? No spicy chicken. You know, spicy chicken, the shop 2 blocks from here. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Well, because... There. Thought as much. You're enemy charge. Armor. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up. But it will be cooked otherwise. Great, I expect you here Sunday at 8 PM. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She left the bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice. Nice. I want chicken. I don't... By the way, random fun fact. I don't know if that was in this game or if it was in the sorta, kinda canon-ish collaboration between this and Girls Fruit Line, but there is actually lines about the ludicrous spice that woman eats. Cat will do, I guess. Okay. Alright then. Weird. Maybe she got mixed up all and that's why she left them here. She usually all the stronger stuff. I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them. Oh. Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like? That's a fun question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. That's no good. Do you like them both? What about tall? Not the twos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. What about you? I like them well dressed. If they go out in iron shirts and well-coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. The muscle is always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. So, can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turned out to be spicy. What do you get you? Anything, as long as it helps me with the spiciness in my mouth. Okay. Let's give her something to help her get over the spiciness over the wings. Now, something sweet, maybe? How about something offensively sweet? Heavily alcoholic drink will help. Hang on. Do we have a sweet drink that is ridiculously alcoholic as well? Could just get a Brontini again. Optional commentary! Well, my friend, you've got a winner. Heavily alcoholic and sweet. All aged and mixed. Yeah. It helped. Thanks. Alright, so next question. What kind of girl do you like? At least that works IRL. It depends on the person, I think, because I don't think that would work for me. Since spice is soluble in ethanol. I guess? I suppose. Actually, no, now that you say that, yeah, that there is actually the thing where, yeah, no, that does make sense. I haven't tried it. I probably wouldn't try it because I don't really like super hard alcohol. But yeah, or use milk instead, or bread. Bread also works. Just not water. Don't use water. It's a bad idea. You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but... Nope, I prefer men a bit. Not you. Shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light-coloured hair. Light-coloured hair. Hey, you know, like redheads and such. What about white? Like your boss? You're just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? So it's just that when you got here with a bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed. You become giddy and cheerful at the start all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So light-coloured hair. What about blondes? Do you like me? I guess. Let's say I'm into girls too and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, and a good apartment? I would never let you go. Heh. Okay then. Enough tangents. Why didn't you tell me why you were feeling shitty these last days? What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it. I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill. You've heard my problems so many times, now I want to help you. Come on. Come here. Eh? I told you to sit here. Come on. Eh, what? Hey, first time that we see Jill on screen. I repeat, Jill is on screen. What are you... Alright then, now I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly, the bartending station only works with me. I see. Surprise, there was a rabbit! I wonder who Alice Rabbit is. Wink, wink. Okay then, I move this here, click here, and... Now it works for you, for me, and that dog in the Hawaiian shirt. Why with him too? He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right, how did you even manage that? Oh, yeah, hacker. Right. Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty, mind telling me why? It's a long story, I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay then, it's something that goes back to my college years. Whoa, that's taking it way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made it too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough that I always get perfect grades. And then, of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me with a lot of my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave me more credits. I really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too. Oh. We started going out, I met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink! Around this time there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. There's no such pause. Please, someone test this whole bartending interface. A sugar rush then. You can't mess it up. Right! Well, the good thing is, we know how this works, so, hang on a minute! It's optional card machine! We can get Jill absolutely hammered! I don't know if that will change anything, I don't think it will, but hey, you never know until you try. Yeah, thanks. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess it up. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short, you're cute, you know? People don't go for bars for cuteness all. You've obviously never been to a cat bar then. Besides, my moves have been a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So keep telling the story. Well, as the career went on and on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half, it became nothing but studying session after study session. Investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading the said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear public speaking. I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there and the satisfaction of graduation was minimal. I realized I only had gone through the motions day after day, from high school to graduating. I felt like the whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point I stopped and realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic, she was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spend my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization that, like, the one that I had at graduation, but when I turned 40. I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told her no and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things leveled up pretty quickly. She said one too many things, I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of the house and broke a vase in the process. And after that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. Eh? The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection. Heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. And if it's true that she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we got together? I don't know. I just feel like all kinds of failure. Chill. And to make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yes, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid for fuck's sake. She lost the sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride, fear, stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly forever. Such a piece of shit. Selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this... Yo, boob tender. Yes? Can you give me a big beer? Coming right up. Yes. Yes. A decent chunk of parts of Jill's story are actually very relatable to people. Including me. So I do also feel like I'm wasting my time. But hey. It is all okay. Big beer for Jill. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cats in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC-issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Oh. Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. So just like you're behaving right now. Shut up. I was worse. Can't picture that. Don't, it's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All of that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drive me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person. I just wanted to apologize. And now... You know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh? Back when I wasn't thinking what the hell to do with my life, I remember the night we spent in the club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said, if everything else fails, why not take a bartending? Interesting. Are you okay? Some value of okay, yeah. It's just... I want to thank Alma. Thank me? I guess I just needed to tell you all this. Tell all this too. And you were the one. You volunteered yourself. You insisted on listening to me. You stood there listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, that I'm not one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up! I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry, it's just... It's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never, and I mean never want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned the bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost, and if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. And if I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate the feeling like this. I hate it. Hate it! That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright. Enough sappiness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know. Fine. It's almost closing time anyway. It was fun while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah. I mean it, you know. Thanks for everything today. City Jill. You listen to my problems and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget. Did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore stuff yet. Why didn't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. And I'm gonna go. This show's nice. Did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk at the very least. The expression changed a little already. I did. You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Joe tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss, about those chicken wings. Fucking idiots at the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we don't have enough spice for you all until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat the regulars? Boss. Let me just quickly drink some more. Sheriff Titiaka. He's a good friend. Okay then. Sure, boss. Account was charged $8,000 as a payment for your electricity bill. Bill paid. Didn't you have a boyfriend named Bill? Okay, Grand Slam fighters. Is anyone interesting here? I became a huge fan of GSF very recently. It's a really solid product, ammo. Much better than the E. I like the match quality, but I wish they gave importance to the mid-card. Are they still forcing 66 American Kid into the main event? Yep, he's going to face Yusuke at the Dome Show. Why didn't they push the Great Decay instead? He's much more talented than 66. Because American Kid actually moves much like Indie Darling. I want to marry Yusuke. Who's hyped for the Women's Championship? That one should be the main event, not the turds we're getting instead. 66 was pretty good, just watch some of his work in Japan. Everyone tells me 66 was better in Japan, but all I see is locks and armbars, nothing that impressive. Wrestling is fake. Amazing how I know all the words and yet I understand nothing. I feel the same. Updates. Looks like we were able to record and transcribe one of the messages sent from one of the compromised signals. Joe Wren, the anchor from our popular TV newscast, served as our very own test subject for the investigation. White noise. Who are you? Are you really alive? Laughs. You're special to me. You're everything to me. It's time to become one. White noise intensifies. End of transmission. Developing. Spooky. Or a made-up story. Nanomachine rejection has taken 80 lives this year. The Health Observatory just released the annual reports on nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen to 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year due to the recent protests, wrote the observatory. Protests caused the police force to release new varieties of nanomachines. The function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they're intended for crowd control purposes. It's unlikely we will find a cure in the near future. We can only hope cases like these will become a rare thing in the following years. I wonder if she's among those 80. Model Warrior Julianne returns this February. The classic magical girl show Model Warrior Julianne is coming back to public television this February after almost 2 decades of absence. Even though the show has been on on-demand service for a while now, most of Glitch City citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential service, especially the lower classes who have limited number of internet purchases per year. The show's return is certainly welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with their kids without risking a dinner or breakfast. Is that a tear in your eye? No. Well, time to save again. Hang on a minute. Alright. Let's go to work. Work. Talk about reboots and money grabs. Yeah. Good evening. Oh, hey Jill. How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. It's nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did you run away again? No, I have him on an errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow. That sounds weird, coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're going to spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kind of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us. The dogs. You invited Titiaka, Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I always so invited Dorothy when I called to spend the night with you. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Wait here, I'll check inside. Welcome to Va11-Hall-A. Oh, BTC bar. I don't think I remember these two. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? Yeah, I don't know who these are either, I'll be entirely honest. They should have called it the Minotaur Center. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right when you see a building filled with hobos. This should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell? I'll have a drink. What about you? A Brantini, please. Right. The girl asks for a Brantini. The Lilin freaks me out. Is it because of the drink? I don't think that should be today. According to the secret drink page that I have open here, by the way, it does not tell me what guests arrive. It only tells me the days that they arrive on. They should be on 14, 16, and 17. However, we're on day 12. So, it's kind of the wrong day. I still don't remember these two, though. All aged and mixed. Here's a Brantini. There you are. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss... Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being. And your little friend is Essentia. I get it. You're cosplaying too. Sure, let's go with that. Have you ever heard about the game called Yeek Bartender? I am very well aware that that's not how you say that name of the game, by the way. I don't care. That cold classic game that's seen like 3 remaster versions made by 6 different companies this year. That one. We had a cosplay group dedicated to it and we got lost on the way. Well, I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh yeah, a friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Something amiss. There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm. Wearing jeans under a skirt. No, don't spook the bartender. Spook? Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and I'll be on my way. And you? I'm fine. Vela asks for a fluffy dream. The Lilum still freaks me out. This might be an Easter egg that's been added after the last time that I played? I don't know. Because I do know that it's a game that is published by the same company. Then again, if I look into the secret guests, I would ruin the surprise for myself. Sure, I'll just get you hammered. While you're just kind of here and chilling. I'll just get you a drink with max alcohol. Lovely dream. Yeah. Yep, this is the thing. Damn, I got dizzy pretty fast, so I better stop here. I'll think about it. Just who are you, Essentia? Isn't she a friend? I guess. I don't know. I just kind of met her in a convention center and she's stuck with me ever since. She also seems off, like she's missing something or thinking too much. Interference, slow synchronization. Well, I won't hold you any longer. We should go. Goodbye. Please come again. Why the hell are you on the floor? Tased? By the vending machines? I wonder if he said something to piss off Diddy or Gogo. Like the sailor uniform? I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly though, jeans under a skirt? I already know who that is. They're obviously talking about Anna. Welcome to Va11-Hall-A. Oh, hey Dorothy. Oh, hi honey. Hey, there she is. Are you okay? I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. Can I just wander? Can I get you something? Oh, a sugar rush. Yeah, that. Right. What was the drink? Was it a piano woman? I want to look it up because I'm not sure. I think it was a piano woman. Was it the piano woman? Let's just go with it and see if it's right. If it's wrong, then shit. There's not really much I can do to redo that apart from reloading and going through that entire exchange with those two people again. I think it was a piano woman. There you go. This is... Didn't you say you liked having a piano woman whenever you felt... Okay, it was correct. By the way, this kind of stuff is the exact problem of having, like, 2 weeks break between playing the game. Though last week wasn't exactly planned, it was me being sick. Didn't you say you liked having a piano woman whenever you felt like celebrating or feeling down? I did? Wait, I did! You actually remembered such a thing! You're so sweet. I was not expecting her to say that she meant a little piano woman. But glad I was wrong. So much silence. Her eyes are... something. I don't know why they're flickering as a heart, but they are. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So, did you enjoy the soda? Or did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help, but a hot night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention, it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. So from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right? Hey, finished guy! How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good day. Yeah. Do you want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? I've brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem then. You were sad and that's all I need to know. Sorry for the loss though. I mean it. Thanks. Doing good? Hit some chest today? As someone who's not having English as the first language, there's so many things that sentence could mean. Are you feeling better yet? Mostly. My throat is still kind of screwed in the gym. Ah, okay. My throat's still kind of screwed. I'm still coughing a bunch, but yeah. I am able to work, so I'm also able to stream. That's my reasoning here. I'm a little tired though. Thanks. Although I've wondered for a while, do you let them really understand death? Sort of, kind of. A whole database is constantly being backed up by in the collective source. It's good. Yeah, it's very nice. I do like streaming, and I do want to get back to it and be more active again, but It was just a little difficult over the past 2 weeks. Last week because of being sick, and the week before that because of time. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So our concept of mortality might be different. We do have a fear of death, though. You do? We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death and don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole pre-loss thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about the robot history. Seeing what others have done to make sure that I can live like I do, helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws were bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can't protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpful tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieved self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book? If I remember correctly, those were the only distilled versions of the law some might imagine over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all those ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it in to the favor. Oh, you nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit, though. It's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know. It's a tad small, though. Sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What's his name again? Thor. Why Thor? I figured it would be if he ever got lost, at least I would be. At least I wanted to be able to yell Thor. It happened once. You'd be surprised by how many golf players you run into. And every time you play with them, you can say it's foreplay. Yeah. It was also named after someone. Really, who? A little kid that wanted to transcend. What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. Do you want anything else? Let's see if you know me like that well. Give me something I'd like. Do I just give her another piano woman? I mean, that would maybe work? Maybe? Should I just go for another one? Cute thing for cute girl. I mean, Piano Woman does work for that, I guess. Well, she did order a sugar rush earlier that she came into the bar, right? Let's just give her a sugar rush. Maybe she just wants it now instead of earlier. Let's make it big, just because I can. And also fill it up with alcohol to the bucket brim. There you go. There you are. This one's pretty basic, huh? First drink ever created on the system. Still a favorite of the people till today. Can't blame him. Still can't believe you actually remember what I said about the piano woman. It's always good to keep note of what regulars like, you know? I've wondered... I actually don't know if that was good or bad now. Because that seemed like a factual statement here, because you didn't give me something that I really like, it's just something I kinda like. I've wondered for a while, though. Why do you keep coming back here? But you, of course. Come again. Well, that's what I come, if not to see you. You're one of the few people willing to hear me out, always filled with curiosity. Sugar rush for unique dialogue. Ah, okay, so that factual statement was for the unique statement, I guess. Felt a little bit... Oh yeah, it's very simple. You're cute. Talking to cute people is always nice. There's always also the bar. The way it's insulated from the noise of the city is really comfortable. And it's just a bit away from the street. I'm always that. A win-win situation. I see. It was weird to see you down, though. Especially since you're always so lively. Well, I wasn't down, really. I was just thinking about a lot of things. Like what? Well, my mum, Guardian, asked me to go home on Monday for a bit. And as much as I love her, being with her is usually tiring. Guardian. The whole thing about someone taking care of a Lilium after they're deployed until they reach maturity, right? Yep, and I'm proud to say that I reached psychological maturity in just 1 year. They always try and keep a varied pool of volunteers to make the collective source grow faster. So what's wrong with you, Guardian? Well, she still treats me like a kid. The worst part is that sometimes I fear she might see me as some sort of replacement for her dead daughter. Huh? Dead daughter? I was deployed to her not long after she lost her daughter. A contrived coincidence, really. Even when I was still developing self-awareness, I always feared she might be using me as a replacement. She didn't, though, at least not consciously. At times, she would just stop doing something or return a gift she's given me. If she felt like she was projecting too much of her daughter onto me, what irony that years later, I'd make a living pretending to be someone else in the bedroom. How's that? Well, most of the time, my job involves role-playing a daughter, a student, some helpless kid. It means I've gotten many clients looking exactly for that, but on the other hand, from a professional standpoint, I'd rather have them hire me because of me. Because of my character, not because I'm the one that roleplays as little girls. Maybe need to exaggerate some attribute. What's the problem with you, Guardian, then? If you do that on a daily basis, why worry about it? Because I don't want to make her sad. Every time I visit her, I fear she might look at me and see her daughter. That seeing me makes her sad. At this point, I don't even care if she's projecting her daughter onto me, I just don't want to make her feel sad. Did you try talking with her? How so? Telling her just what you said to me. Clear up those fears. I mean, unless she's not the kind of that want anyone opening up to her, that is. I never really thought about talking to her about that. It doesn't sound like it's something you should you just bring up, though. Keep it in mind, at least. Maybe she'll appreciate the gesture. I wouldn't know it, though. I haven't met her. She's a really nice woman. The problem is mostly with me, I think. Well then, I'm taking my break. Oh, I'll be leaving then. No, what I was trying to say is that I'm taking my break. You wanna come? Really? If you don't mind talking to her on a chilly night in an alley behind the bar, that is. I've done worse than Ellie's. Let's go. Whilst I'm taking my break. Alright. Also, the things that Dorothy says are sometimes the most cursed shit you could imagine. It's quite something. Alright. Want one? Are you really offering a little girl a cigarette? Now you're a little girl. Oh, Sam. Innocence, however, is another matter entirely. But anyway, thanks no. Smoking seriously messes with my air filters and they're a hassle to replace. Don't mind me though. Smoke to your heart's content. Thanks. So why don't you tell me about this guardian of yours? I want to know what kind of woman she is. Sure. Well, her name is Sophia Graham. Can I mention that I haven't played this section yet? Like, this dialogue is already new to me. And we've just gotten the connection of Dorothy to another character that is dead. However, still appears. Because Anna is weird. But neat. She's a retired PE teacher. Nowadays she works at a gym during the morning shift. She's pretty fit if I do say so myself. She had a daughter, apparently she suffered from nanomachine rejections all of her life. And when she finally healed, she was hit by a truck. What was her daughter's name? I don't know, I never asked really. Are you okay? I'm reading Fear. Is that a surprise? It's hard to tell. I'm fine. Wait, read? Well, I don't see emotions like you do. She got isekai, see? Well, except the fact that she didn't leave this world. She's still around, floating. I don't see emotions like you do. I have to make do with combination of body heat readings, face recognition, and context. I'm still a bit confused about some, but I've gotten better with time. Anyway, you sure you're fine? Yeah. Scared of surprise. She's not wrong, though. Wait, does it mean your last name isn't really Hayes? Hayes is just my artistic name. Sounds more exotic, and that's what people usually look for in this business. I tried other names, though. Dolores Hayes, Genesis Graham. I tried Dorothy Warrior once, but a legal team came out of nowhere and stopped me cold. So what's your legal name, then? Rebecca Dorothy Willow Graham. A bit of a mouthful, if you ask me. So Dorothy's actually your second name? Should I call you by something like Becky, then? People have always called me Dorothy rather than Rebecca for some reason. That's why I've chosen it. It's useful too. People have tried to falsify stuff using my name and they always get caught. Because they use Dorothy Hayes as the name. Yep. Only my mom, guardian, calls me Rebecca, so it's weird to hear it from others. What about Willow? Willow's my first surname, actually. When I got registered, my guardian was married to a guy who had Willow as the last name. Shortly after I joined their household, they separated, so I was left with his family name first. Hold on, so your real name in short would be Rebecca Willow. Doesn't have the same pizzazz to it, if you ask me. Whatever you say, Becky. Stop it. It'd be like if I called you Julianne all of a sudden. Well, that was anger I read just now. Lots of anger. I think it's weird enough already if you call me Jill instead of Honey. Weird, huh? How you can end up feeling associated with a name that's not yours. I have an uncle that always called me Tina. He kept calling my cousin Tina Jill for some reason. Neither of us mind it, though, because he's calling us what he thinks we're called instead of mixing us up. And it's completely useless to try and correct him. But you know, maybe that effect is true for your clients too. Also, well, you're worried about your clients not hiring you because you're huge, right? But think about what happens when it's announced that a character will be played by a different actor. Sure, it's a character, but people also are also going for the actor playing the character. So you're saying they go for my roleplay instead of just mere roleplay? Sounds too far-fetched. Sounds plausible, actually. Okay, honey, I'll take my leave now. Don't want to take up all your break. Thanks for the chat. See you at the party tomorrow. Bye. So we're just gonna drop the fact that Dorothy was raised by Anna's mother and not elaborate on that any other way. It's just gonna get left over there on the shelf to never be heard of again. Okay. I sort of respect that, but at the same time, man, I want to know more. So again, maybe in that light novel thing that they released. Of Anna talking to a cat. We'll see. I need to remember to buy more cigars. Cigars? What? Back? Did I miss something? Unless you count the worst PvP main event find I've seen all year. Not really, no. Alright. Going out. I'll have a word with Gogo outside. He was so hyped for that match, he must be devastated. Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, I say. Good evening, Jill. How are you doing? Blindness has stopped, so I'm sleeping better. Man, imagine having a fucking implant that literally helps you heal from PTSD in a few days. That would be something that would greatly increase the quality of life for humans. How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while. I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster? Stella doesn't want me to being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested talking with me. I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure. Something cold. What is cold? How about something sweet? Nope, that's aged. Moonblast would work. Sugar Rush? No. Sparkle Star? Nope, aged. Brandini? Aged. Piano Woman? Aged. Okay, Moonblast it is. Time for the... I don't think... Okay, according to the page that I have here, this is not the right timing to use that. At least I think, hang on. You know, I need to make one for Stella at some point. I think you'll like this one. Really? Yeah, so sweet of you. Thanks. So Stella isn't with you today. She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she's ordered. And here was, all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. Can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time? If there's a next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I want to know what... that you... no, I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun. Drink a couple of beers and no. Oh well then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like? They're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food though. So at the end of the party she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members. Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing she just shines. She carries the beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Stella. Auntie Ella. Though she is called Stella. Stella always does her best to put up with a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party and she's most likely celebrates it big. Interesting. Do you like parties, Joe? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them. Ah, I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending, because otherwise I'd just stand there without anything to say. That and not want to wear dresses, you know. You know? I'm entirely too ripped. They don't look cute on me. Although with all the sealing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too breezy too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you look good undressed, Jill. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin or something like that. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. Oh, but she does have one. She distresses a lot about her bust size. Really, she's not all that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. I need more drinking. Eh. Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Right? Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They rarely help with complexes. Well, she does go to the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I never cared enough to ask the specifics. That's also why she goes out. When she goes out, she starts her hair in those, drills. They look a bit drilly, don't they? She starts her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. She seems affluent enough. Why not go for a reduction surgery? Because she also likes, kind of likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mum, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something like along those lines a lot. Stella's quite the admiration for her mum, so I guess breast reduction would feel kind of like betraying her. Making it sound like she's hiding in Jacobs or something like that. I guess in a taller, thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than the norm. Big chest, big proud. I guess. You get the self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes and no? It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're fine, don't worry. Push your chest up when they cry. I mean, yes. That does make sense. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? Do you have something non-alcoholic? I do. Give me a sec. Something non-alcoholic. Because you like sweet stuff? Hang on, we have something better. We have something slightly more special, I think. Not that one. Piano Woman is also alcoholic. Blue Fairy? Sweet, girly, and soft. Can even just go and keep using this recipe. So that's good. All aged and mixed. Blue Fairy. Yeah? Thanks. You don't want to drink that much alcohol, are you? Makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least, makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I have the same problem. Well, I don't get numb. I get a little bit dizzy, and that's kind of where it stays. It doesn't do anything else, though. Don't like getting drunk. Not my thing. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because the numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a proportion of people that can't afford food. Or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely if ever logical creatures. Spare and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This one is an ugly sight nobody deserves to be a part of. There's also a matter of addiction, you know? You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy, I'll just be me, Bosk, and a couple of regulars. I'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Oh, that sounds so good. He's better than the whole planning madness style is throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, yeah? Sure. Hey, say, yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check one last round before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now with the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with a plan B, why not just make it a plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption. Sick of it. Oh. But I'm alive. I learned something after that hell in the Apollo Trust. Life is not something that you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. It's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Ah, hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, won't you? Alright. Something strong for Mr. Detective. Perhaps something manly. Manly drinks. Bitter, manly, strong. Gut punch. We could also probably give him a pile driver suplex. Nope, that's bitter, manly, and burning. Okay. This is 170. This is 80. It's bitter. Bitter. You get the expensive one here. Actually, I can't double this one. So, you'll still get a gut punch. But double. All aged and mixed. There we go. There you go. Yes, this'll do. So what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just working on a case and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone. A gun for hire. What about the girl? Crimson something. I am tracking that girl. Didn't you just get out of the job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money and, well, I just couldn't refuse again. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder, though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as a middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by the BTC property laws, the walls are soundproof, and I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay, then, wait, soundproof walls? Why? Did you see the vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls. Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? Nope. He's some big name from Kenyavania. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a genuine guinea pig to see what causes that reaction and if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Uh-huh. Well, it turns out Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn a living here and hasn't seen her ever since. He could be lying, you know. Doubt it. Did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Okay. Cobalt velvet. Let's go. Fill up the rest of alcohol on the rocks and mixed. There you are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess up so you didn't have to pay? No. So, what made you accept the contract anyway? Keeping in mind all the risk you told me last time. You told me you wanted to see her again one last time, or at the very least, deliver a message. You could have been lying. Yes, people lie. You made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not to being able to find your daughter. What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing that what she's doing, or even if she's alright. You do. I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. Soon I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and the list of contacts began to grow. Finally found her taking cover in some dumpster unconscious from the starvation. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter. But I don't expect you to understand. So, how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to her from before the bank incident, though, she seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, Bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I better go back to work before the trail goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Yeah? Okay then, I want you here tomorrow at 8 PM. No working beforehand, the bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. Alright. That's good, by the way. He stole a lot of things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on, wait a bit and I'll go with you. Oh, sure, thanks. It's Merry Mega Christmas. Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection and the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Red Months. Well then, party then. I'll bring you leftovers. However, for today, I will save and quit for today. For I am tired. It's a very fun game, and we have actually seen stuff that I've never seen before in the game. But, yeah. My throat is dying. I am actually tired. I'll probably still stay awake for a while, but I'm not awake. I'm not active enough to continue streaming. So, yeah. I shall quickly check who might be live right now. If there's anyone. If there's no one, I'll just end the stream. But there is actually quite a few people. So, we have... You know what? Let's go say hello to Cage Bird, who's currently playing XCOM 2. So, let's say hello as I'm ending my stream, and be back tomorrow with something. It might be Yakuza. It really depends how I'll feel tomorrow. Sorry. I really can't tell you much about this week so far. It's, yeah. It's gonna be very improvised. But anyway, have a good night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.